Greetings and welcome to our BSG YouTube video. The focus of this video is to show you how to make the decisions for the BSG Year 11. As you can see, Decision 1 Year 11. So we can kickstart our decisions, and because this is the first round of the decisions, even if you open the scorecard, you'll see like all of us are ranked the same. So this is just basically a start, so we can kickstart our decisions, and we'll start with the compensation and training page. So to kickstart our decisions, we have to make decisions for the base wage, incentive pay, and fringe benefits. So this is just a simulation, so the incentive pay and the fringe benefits are not that much important for this round. So I think we can start by doing away with these two. This is if it was me. So but ensure like our total compensation is above the industry compensation. So our total compensation for North America, you can see, is 34,764, while the minimum wage is expected to be at 34. In Asia Pacific, our after the changes, our total compensation comes to 15,271, while the minimum wage should be 12,000. So I think we are fine with that, but I'll invest maximally under the best practices training. And the decision for me investing maximum with best practices training is because the impact of best practices training are always cumulative, and you'll keep on benefiting from this. So supervisory staff to the staff ratio, I'll keep it at 40 to 1. That's fine. So compensation I'll increase by 1, because remember, this is just the first round, so we are not sure of what other people's decisions will be. So +1 in both the North America and the Asia Pacific market is fine. Then let's save our decisions before we go into the next page. So our next page will be under branded production, and under branded production we have to make decisions on the SQ rating of our product. So first of all, I always like to make the superior materials percentage, boost them to 40. In all the markets, this is 56, so I think this is so high. I want to maintain a standard of 40 in all the markets. So standard of 40, the number of models, maybe I'll leave them this way first. Then the TQM also yields a cumulative impact, similarly to the best practices training under the compensation and training page. So I'll also do the maximum for this at the start, because I want my employees to develop this knowledge, skills, and capabilities to produce quality products. So I'll increase both of them, the TQM or Six Sigma quality program, to 5.5. And then you can see like our SQ rating increased to 6.3 and 5.8. I think this is so high. So maybe, because initially, remember, it was about 4, so I think I'll reduce. Maybe I'll target to increase it by yeah, I let's say 6. A 6, an SQ rating of 6 is fine. So this one I'll increase it also in Asia Pacific, so we achieve a similar SQ rating of 6. Then maybe increase the number of models by 50, because we don't want to go so fast, not knowing what other people are doing in the market. So you can see like the total branded production needed in year 11 is 10,300. We're only producing 8,000, but this also because of the production capability that we have. So we'll still come back to this page, so I can just save the decisions again. So I'll save them, and then I can move to another page, that's production facilities. Remember, it's the start of the simulation, but we want to be ahead of other players in the market. So don't worry about your projected year 11 performances, but just invest in your future, so that later on in the game you can start winning. So I think I'll just initiate uh, production improvement options, and because we'll be trying to expand. So I'll decide to start with the option B, layout. Option B, layout revision to reduce production run setup cost by 50%. So I think I'll initiate first for Asia Pacific. Again, remember, I want to expand into other areas, and I think it's better for us to start investing this early. So I want to go into Latin America. So I think I'll start building additional space in Latin America. Remember, the additional space always takes 1 year before you can buy equipment to fill the space. So I'll initiate 3,000, because I don't want to build a small space in the area. So I'll just build that 3,000. I think that's fine. Another thing to note about is the percentage of new and refurbished production equipment under this page. Remember, with new production equipment, the reject rates are always low, while with the refurbished one, the reject rates are always high. And with a higher reject rate, then you lose so much, like you invest so much in your production, while you don't get the rewards as they are supposed to. And you can see, like in our Asia Pacific facility, all the production facilities are refurbished. So I think I'll need to sell some. That's my decision. Maybe because we have like 4,000 production equipments, maybe I can decide to sell half of it, 2,000, and then I'll buy new 2,000 to replace them. So I think I'll do this, because you can see like our net revenues, profit, and ending cash are reducing. But don't worry about this. This is just the start of the simulation, so this should not be a worry. So after those decisions and trying to expand into Latin America, maybe we can even decide to add more, because we remember we have a available space of 6,000 and only having 4,000 production pairs. So maybe I can do more. Maybe let me increase the production equipment by 500. So I think these are the best decisions first for the uh, production facilities page. So I'll save this page, the decisions. Then I'll move to another pair decision, maybe, because the celebrity endorsements and corporate citizenship are always independent. They are not impacted by other decisions. So maybe I can start with celebrity endorsements. We don't want to go so high, because you can see current signed by all the celebrities are unsigned, so they are free. So maybe my decision would be to start with, maybe this still high, but let's do 5,000 for all of them. So in all the markets, we do, in for all the celebrities, sorry, we do 5,000. So after doing 5,000 for all the celebrities, remember we only need three of them. We don't need so much of the celebrities. So maybe with 5,000 each, maybe we can make our spending cap at 5,000, 15,000. That's 5,000 times three, and then maybe we can set the priority. Remember to always get the average appeal indexes, like you add all the four regions, the appeal indexes for the four regions, and then divide by four to get the average. So that you can prioritize, you prioritize the ones with the highest average appeal index. But for this case, I'll just select them randomly, because remember, it's the start of the simulation, so we don't know what other people will do that much. So let's just do this. So I'll just select them chronologically, but from the next round, maybe we'll start to focus doing the calculation and all that. So save the decisions. We don't have to do much under this page. So next we'll go to corporate citizenship. So under the CSR initiative, these are decisions that are important in improving your uh, image rating. So, but they take time. So I think I'll initiate an energy efficiency initiative, but I'll not invest that much, because it's the start of the game. As I said, I will initiate the use of recycled boxing and packaging. I'll also initiate ethics training enforcement. I think I'll just initiate most of them. So, but remember, like they're eating so much into our net profits and net revenues. But remember, this is just the start of the simulation, so don't worry so much about that, because we're trying to invest so that we can win later on in the game. I won't start the charitable contributions until when I start making profits, or maybe after the next round when I know what other people are doing. So we have saved the decisions under this page. Let's go to wholesale marketing. So wholesale marketing, internet marketing, private label operation, distribution, and warehouse. These other pages are related. That's why I did not want to um, hurry doing them. So under the wholesale marketing page, so we have to set the wholesale price, brand advertisement. So yeah, like people will always try to increase their brand advertisement at the start of the simulation, because you want to win more market and by getting more people to know of your product. So they have in North America they invested 10,000, so we'll try to increase that. Maybe let's do increase that by 1,500 to 11,500. So we'll increase by 1,500 in all the markets. So we see, instead of 8,000 in Asia Pacific facility, let's do 9,500. In Latin America market, increase by 1,500. That will be about 9,000. So we'll do 9,000. The main rebate of 5, that's fine. Delivery time, because we want to win more market, maybe we'll reduce the delivery time in all the markets to 2 weeks. That will be fine. So 2 weeks in all the markets. And then retailer support of 4,000, I think that's fine, because retailer support we have 1,000, 1,000. So it's like we are spending four for every one outlet we are spending about $4 or $4,000. I think that's it. So this is a good number, 700 maybe. Yeah, I think I want to change the retailer support at this stage. We also have to do the assumptions, but I also want to do the assumptions in this page. Don't worry about the operating profit margins. We have a negative, but remember, it's just the start of the simulation. We want to see what other people are doing. But because we increased our SQ rating, so I think we'll need to increase our prices a bit. Maybe I'll do 60 for all the, mostly for the two regions that we are producing our products in. This is Asia Pacific and North America facility. Then because we are not producing in Europe, Africa, and Latin America, I'll maybe charge a little bit higher. Let's say 63 maybe in these two markets, because we are not producing and we have to import in this market. So I'll do 63. Then I can save the decisions. After this, I'll go to internet marketing. Under the internet marketing, remember, like, the price that you set for the internet, for the product that you sell under your internet marketing segment should exceed the wholesale price by at least 40%. So you can see we exceed by 12%. So I just want to set them at a 40% higher. So I'll just increase the prices here. I think 84, that's a 40%. We'll do the same for Europe, Africa. We aim 40% or 41, that's fine. The same for Asia Pacific, increase to 84, that's fine. From 72 in Latin America, let's increase this to 86, that's fine. So we have achieved the at least 40, ensuring that the retail price exceeds the wholesale price by 40%. Those decisions are fine. We won't initiate any free shipping under this section. So what we'll do, we'll maybe just increase the search engine advertisement by 2,000 in all the markets, or not even 2,000, let's say 1,000. So that's to 6,000. Instead of 4,500 in Europe, Africa, we'll do 5,500. Instead of 4,000 in Asia Pacific, let's kick it to 5,000. Instead of 4,000 in Latin America, we also do 5,000. Then you can save the decisions again. We are done with the internet marketing segment. Now we'll go back to branded production and see. Like, you can see now they want us to produce 8,400. Do we have the capability? So here we can produce 4,800, 5,400. So I think we have the capability to do that. So sorry, the SQ rating has reduced in the Asia Pacific market. So I'll try to increase it a little bit so that we can achieve the projected SQ rating of 6, because that's our target, and we want to have a similar SQ rating in both the markets. So I'll just increase the enhanced styling features. Remember, the TQM should remain at the maximum for this round, and we also want our superior materials percentage to remain at a 40%. So we'll do that, and then we'll try to boost our production. So I think in Asia Pacific is where we have the capability. So maybe let's increase this to 4,000. So 6.5, that's a higher SQ. We'll reduce it again to 6, and then they want 8,400. We're producing 8,000. We still have the capacity to increase in Asia Pacific. So I think I'll just do 4,500 in Asia Pacific. So we are overproducing by 33, but I want us to overproduce by at least maybe 400. So what I'll do here, maybe I can decide to produce 4,700. So that's so high. Let's do 4,400. I think that's a good figure, yeah? 4,400 and 4,500. Okay, so we can save our decisions, and at this end we are through with the branded production page. So save the decisions. Don't worry about our projected year 11 performances. Remember, this is just year 11. We are not sure of what other people will do. So under production facilities, though, we had made decisions under this page, so I don't think I'll want to go back into this page right now. We have invested in Latin America facilities, so let's go to distribution and warehouse. So first of all, zero in all the market segments, just zero in, and then after we have zeroed in all the boxes, we'll start satisfying the demand in the areas that we're producing, like in this case the North America facility. So the demand is negative. We are having a shortage of about 2,448. So let's do 2,500. We see we are having a surplus of 43, but I need more. So let's say 2550. I think that's fine. Yeah, 93, that's fine. So the rest I'll export them to Latin America, 1722. So I'll use the North America facility to satisfy the demand in Latin America, because currently we are not producing anything in Latin America, but uh, we have initiated the construction of new spaces so that we can start producing in Latin America. So then we'll next go to Asia Pacific, because we are producing in Asia Pacific. So we'll have to first satisfy Asia Pacific. We're having a deficit of about 1,617. So let's do 1,800. We see. So the surplus of 161, I deem that to be so high. So let's do 1,700. We see 61. So I'll reduce this to maybe increase it a little bit to maybe 1720. 81. So I think I'll leave it that way. A surplus of 81 is fine. Then I'll also satisfy the Latin America. You can see we have a shortage of 49. So maybe let's do 120 and see. From the Asia Pacific, 71. Let's do 150. I think I can boost this up to 150. So 150, 101. I think that's fine. So the remaining 2,459 can be exported to the Europe Africa facility, because we have a shortage of about 1,711. Let's do 2459 and we see. So 199, that's so high. 100, 100. So I can go back to my branded production decision page. So I'm overproducing by almost 400. Okay, and this so high. 199 is so high. 93, 81, 100. So what I'll do, maybe my branded production, I'll reduce my branded production in some areas, and I'll prefer reducing in North America facility, because under regular time I can only produce 4,000, but overtime I can produce an extra 800. So it's like I'm eating so much into my overtime, and this is so expensive. So maybe I can reduce this to 4,300. Yeah, let me go back to distribution and warehouse. So negative 97. Okay, don't worry about the game. It's about you going back and forth through the pages as you try to get the best fit decisions. So we have 499. So I think I'll reduce what I'm transporting from the Asia Pacific facility to Europe Africa, because I'm having an, so maybe this is 2459. Maybe I'll offer 2350. I see surplus of 20, that's fine. So then the rest, I can ship the rest to the Latin America facility, 259, and we see the impact. So 133, 113, I think that's fine, around 100. So I can leave the decisions this way, so I can save the decisions. That's our decision for distribution and warehouse. So I'll go to my private label operations. The global minimum SKU rating is 3. So you can see in North America we have 5 and 5.5 in Asia Pacific. There is no need to change, but maybe I want to ship some in this area. So I'll still do the same strategy, start satisfying the areas where we are producing. Like here, I'll start with North America. So 400. In Latin America, the remaining, because you can only produce 500 for private label, so 400 plus 5, that's, I won't change the price, I'll leave it at 32. For the Latin America, for North America, we leave the price at 32. So I'll go to Asia Pacific also. First, start by satisfying the producing area. So 400, I remain with about 500. So maybe I can take that to the Europe Africa facility. So another 400 for Europe Africa. And then I remain 400 plus 400 is 8. So I remain with the 100. Can take that to Latin America. So I won't change the prices in all the regions. So I leave them that way because we don't know what others will what decisions other people will make. And then I'll just click this to IS so that I can incorporate the projected outcomes to my projected performance. So switch IS in all the markets, but this is not a must. Then I'll save the decisions. So after that, we have made decisions under the celebrity endorsement, corporate citizenship, distribution and warehouse, nearly all of them. So we'll finish with our finance and cash flow. But if you look at our projected year 11 performance, you can see like the earnings per share, we are already above the investor expectation. The ROE, we are above the investor expectation. Credit rating also, image rating, we are also doing good. So the where we have a negative is under the ending cash, but this is not important. The net profit, net revenues, and the others are important. So you can see we have a shortage of 50,000 and our risk of default is low, so I don't think we have a problem with that. But maybe I can decide to pay some loan because I know I have some loans that were taken initially to develop the facility. So maybe I can decide to pay that 74 because of the two loans. No, I'll decide. Yeah, but these are huge one. But maybe you can compare the interest. The one, the 18,000 loan has an interest of 8.2. That's high compared to the 79,200 loan, but the interest rate is low. But remember this, so these are huge amount, 79,000. So maybe I'll just decide to sell that to settle that first. Our projected cash balance at the end of the year is so negative 129,000. But I can take a 5-year loan. Maybe I'll choose a 5-year loan because I'll still have time to pay for this loan. So maybe because we're having a shortage of 129, I'll decide to take a loan of 150,000. I think that will be fine. So sorry, 150,000. So 20, and it's this positive cash balance could generate an interest of 406k. I think with these decisions maybe will be fine, but I'll try to reduce. Maybe let me take 145,000. So you can see like our ending cash has improved, everything has improved, and our projected performance are on a positive. So I think I'll go with these decisions. So you can just save the decisions now. Okay, save the decisions and leave them that way because I am sure we'll do good. So we have the assumptions that we can fill them, but I don't think it's important for me to fill them at this juncture. These are under the internet marketing. These assumptions here, competitive assumptions, we have to fill them, but I don't think I'll have time to fill them here. But if you like this video and you need to learn more on the BSG simulation, please hit me up and I'll be ready to help. Welcome and thank you.